So this is the last part of the lesson, which is the Age of the Enlightenment. This is the last topic. So the Age of Enlightenment means the European intellectual movement of the 17th and 18th centuries, in which ideas concerning God, reason, nature, and humanity were synthesized into a world view that gained wide assent in the West and that instigated revolutionary developments in art, philosophy, and politics. So in this Age of Enlightenment, the ideas concerning God, reasons, and nature and humanity have already developed or introduced, in which it gained wide assent in the West and instigated um, revolutionary developments regarding art, philosophy, and politics. So the central thought of enlightenment were the use of celebration of reason, in which the power by which humans understand the universe and improve their own condition. So this means that humans already have the idea to reason out and improve their own condition. So the goals of rational humanity were considered to be the knowledge, freedom, and happiness. So considering these three aspects, you could say that a person has already enlightened or know about or has the knowledge and the essence to reason out about things. So this is the main focus of enlightenment, in which the people of the 17th and 18th century developed already their different ideas about, especially when talking about God, reason, nature, and humanity. So the powers and uses of reason had first explored by the philosophers of ancient Greek. So the main focus or the main power and uses of reason has been explored by those Greek philosophies. So as what we have observed by the Greek philosophies that we have encountered, they most of their philosophies are of reasoning, right? So the Romans adopted and preserved much of Greek culture, notably including the ideas of a rational natural order and natural law. So they included already this rational order and natural law. Amid the turmoil of empire, however, a new concern arose for personal salvation, and the way was paved for the triumph of the Christian religion. So this reasoning was used by um, the reasoning of personal salvation. It was paved for the triumph of the Christian religion. Christian thinkers, thought known as scholasticism, uh, Christian thinkers gradually found uses of Greco-Roman heritage. The system of thought known as scholasticism, culminating in the work of Thomas Aquinas, resurrected reason as tool of understanding, but subordinated to spiritual revelation and the revealed truths of Christianity. So, they used this reasoning. Thomas Aquinas introduced this scholasticism, in which according to him, he culminated the understanding subordinated by spiritual revelation. So according to him, in his study of scholasticism, our understanding is partnered with the spiritual revelation and the revealed truths of Christianity. So inevitably, the method of reasons was applied to religion itself. So from the moment that the individuals or the person or those people, the moment that they encountered this um, age of enlightenment, they applied this reason to religion itself. The product of a search for a natural, rational religion was deism, which, although never an organized cult or movement, conflicted with Christianity for 2 centuries, especially in England and France. So there is also another religion introduced, which is the deism, and made conflict with the Christianity religion for almost 2 years. So the deist, a very few religious truths surfaced, and they were truths failed to be manifest to all rational beings. So the existence of one God, often conceived of an architect or mechanician, the existence of a system of rewards and punishment administered by that God, and the obligation of humans to virtue and piety. So this deism also introduced the idea of one God, the existence of one God, and this in the existence of rewards and punishment. So if a person does something wrong, so he will be punished, or he or she will be punished. And then in opposite to that, if a person also does a good thing, he or she will also be given a rewards beyond the natural religion of the deist by lay the more radical products of the application of reason to religion, which are the skepticism, atheism, and the materialism. So the Enlightenment produced the first modern secularized theories of psychology and ethics. So this Enlightenment introduced the idea of psychology and ethics. So John Locke conceived the human mind as being at birth tabula rasa, a blank slate on which experience wrote freely and boldly, creating the individual character according to the individual experience of the world. So John Locke conceived this human mind through this tabula rasa, in which a person will wrote freely his or her experiences, and according to his or her experiences in the world. So suppose innate qualities such as goddess or the original sin, goodness or the original sin had no reality. In darker vein, so if we have John Locke who conceived the human mind at the birth as tabula rasa, we also have Thomas Hobbes portrayed human as moved solely by considerations of their own pleasure and pain. So we already know about this pleasure and pain, that if same thought about the punishment and reward. So if a person has known about the pain that he or she will be gained up in doing such crime, then he will be punished, or it will be equivalent to the pain. And if he already, the amount of pain will be equivalent also to the pleasure. So the notion of humans as neither good nor bad, but interested principally in survival and the maximization of their own pleasure, led to radical political theories. So there are a lot of political theories that are developed after the notion of human that has been known as good or bad, after the age of enlightenment, where the state had once been viewed as an earthly approximation of an eternal order with the city of man, a mutually beneficial arrangement among humans aimed at protecting the natural rights and self-interest of each. So the Enlightenment expired as the victim of its own excesses. The more rarefied the religion of this became, the less it offered those who sought solace or salvation. The celebration of abstract reason provoked contrary spirits to begin exploring the world of sensation and emotion in the cultural movement known as Romanticism. So there are a lot of movement developed during the Enlightenment period, or the Age of Enlightenment, one of which is the Romanticism, and the reign of terror that followed the French Revolution severely tested the belief that the egalitarian society could govern itself. So the high optimism that marked much of Enlightenment thought, however, survived for the next 2 centuries as one of the movement's most enduring legacies, the belief that human history is a record of general progress that will continue in the future. So the main knowledge that this Enlightenment period, or the Age of Enlightenment, shared to everyone during the 17th to 18th century was they believe, or the movement's most enduring legacy was that they believe that human history is a record of general progress that will continue into the future. And until now, we also discovered and experienced this continuous general process of human life. So that would be all in the age of enlightenment.